Hello, I'm out driving. I haven't got my proper mic, so initially, apologies for the sound quality. I will see what I can do with editing software to make it so it's bearable. But if I make my voice louder, it's probably going to make the car noise louder, so I don't know. Just driving past supermarkets and the queues outside are ridiculous. It's a beautiful day. It's almost too hot. Like, I've moaned about the heat in several videos before, but this one's about something different. I'm going to pick my son up. I've got like probably about, I don't know, I'm going to be in the car for 40-50 minutes. I've got the dog with me. I've got the aircon on, so it's not too hot. Just roll the intro and I'm going to talk about something that, yeah, let's just talk.
Sing that shit.
So the main reason that I'm doing this video now, and I had no intentions of making a video today, the main reason, or pretty much the only reason, is because a friend of mine, Mark, this is for you. This video is for you, mate. You're the only reason that I'm recording this right now. We've got a little group chat, me, you and Eddie, on Facebook, and I know that you've been really struggling lately. You're back living with your parents at the moment because panic attacks are just rife. And you've had another one today, you've had another one this morning. And you reached out in the group chat and just said that you've had another panic, and your parents are, they're obviously supporting you, but they're not being maybe as supportive as you need right now. Although, like, it doesn't, I guess essentially it doesn't really matter whether they're supportive, whether they're angry with you, or whether they're pushing you, or whether they want you to seek help or whatever. It doesn't really matter, mate, because you know deep down that you're the only person that can control the way that you feel right now. And yes, you've had numerous panic attacks, and you're experiencing panic attacks like a lot at the moment. And I know how uncomfortable it is. I mentioned to you in a message about when I had vertigo, and I was constantly panicking. For a week that I had vertigo, I was just constantly panicking. And then for the week after that, I was on holiday. I somehow managed to get up, get in the car, and drive, I don't know, for 3 hours whilst still having residual dizziness. It wasn't dangerous. I'm not promoting driving whilst suffering from vertigo, but it had kind of subsided. But I was still experiencing dizziness from my anxiety. I was panicking. Like, it was just non-stop. And when we arrived on holiday, I just remember having this one panic attack. And when you reached out this morning, I feel that you're in the same position that I was in that day. I was on holiday, miles away from home. I think everybody had gone out from the caravan apart from me and my son. It was just me and my lad back in the accommodation. I think my dad, my ex and my daughter had gone out. And I just remember having this panic attack and standing in the bedroom in the caravan, just looking out the window and feeling despair. It was a desperation. It was just this feeling of, like, what's going on? Like, why is this happening to me? Like, I can't take this anymore. This panic attack is the mother of all panic attacks. Like, it was horrific, man. Like, the perfect word is despair. I felt despair. I'd reached the end of the line. I was done with these panic attacks. Like, not done in the fact that, right, I'm not having another one of these, I'm going to kick its ass. I was done, as in, like, I just can't cope with this anymore. And that was towards the start of the week, the holiday. And by the end of the holiday, I'd started to calm down. There is a video, I think it's called Anxiety, Vertigo and Holidays or something like that. It's years old now. But when you reached out to me this morning and said that you'd had another panic attack and you can't handle this, it made me think of that time. That time where, yes, fair enough, I'd managed to somehow pluck up the courage to, even though I'd been in bed for a week, I managed to get up and get out and go on holiday, which was a huge task. But that panic attack, that one panic attack, it really stands clear in my mind because of the despair that I felt. And I don't want you to feel like that, man. I don't want anybody to feel that despair when your panic attacks are just, it feels like they're non-stop, and it feels like you've got no control, and it feels like nothing that you're doing or that you can do can make any difference to the way that you feel. But I think in that situation, like, you have to just let time pass. There's certain things that you can do that will make you feel a bit better. And I think at times like these, maybe a bit of distraction, a lot of acceptance in just knowing that this is just, I know, like, it sounds so true, this is just a panic attack. Like, I know how you feel because I felt desperate too. And I know that saying this is just a panic attack, it makes you want to, like, slap me in the face, because it's like, yeah, just a panic attack, mate. But I know, and we know, that it is just a panic attack. And as horrible as they are, and as much as you might feel like you can't handle it, mate, you can handle it. I assure you that you can handle it, because you've had numerous panic attacks before. And yes, like right now, you're super sensitized, like your nerves are on edge, your body's reacting to everything, sensations, thoughts, everything is just, like, the adrenaline's flowing, and everything is triggering you right now. But this will pass. This will pass, and I know for a fact that it will pass. And you just got to stick it out, man. Ride it out. You've got friends, you've got support, you've got your family there, and they only want what's best for you. And this goes to anybody else that's watching this now. Like, if you're struggling with panic attacks and you're in what I would class as a major setback, which is what Mark's in right now, he feels like he's gone back to square one, he's gone back to his parents, he's panicking more than once a day, and the panic attacks feel like they're the worst panic attacks that he's ever experienced. But I beg to differ, man. I beg to differ. I think the panic attacks that you're experiencing now are the same panic attacks that you experienced when you were feeling a bit more confident, you were doing more things, and you had a bit more knowledge, maybe a bit more confidence. I've just said that, I'll say it again because I think it's important here. I think the perception of how you view those panic attacks that you're having now is making you feel like these are the worst panic attacks that you've ever had. Maybe because they're so frequent as well, that doesn't help. But these are just the same panic attacks that you've already experienced. It's just that they're coming more frequently. You're feeling down, you're feeling desperate, you're feeling despair. And it's a horrible place to be in, mate. Hence this video, because I do not want you or anybody else, like, forget everything. Forget YouTube, forget, like, writing books and selling books and anxiety programs and charities and anybody that's out there trying to promote whatever. I don't care. Like, this is a time when somebody needs support and somebody needs people to inspire him. People need to motivate him, reassure him, because at the moment, the state of mind that people get into when they feel despair because of panic attacks is a horrible place to be in. Mate, you are not alone. Anybody else that's watching this, again, I apologise if the sound is terrible because I haven't got my mic. I'm trying to speak loud. But anybody else, you're not alone. Like, join Anxiety United on Facebook in the support group, or I don't know, set up a circle of friends on your WhatsApp, or message some of your friends on Facebook or Instagram or wherever, or comment on this video. Like, you're not alone. And if you want to be part of a group, or if you need someone to talk to, like, check the links in the description, because there are places. But I don't care whether you join my group, I don't care whether you join anybody else's group, I don't care what you do. Just do something, because right now you need support. You need to know that other people are going through this, other people have been through this and came out the other side. So for now, Mark and anybody else that feels that feels despair, like, you're not alone. I've been there, and I know thousands, perhaps millions of other people have been there too. You will get through it. I promise you, you will get through it. And you know where I am. Don't hesitate to message anytime. And I know that Eddie feels the same, and I know that a bunch of other people feel the same too, if you're in the Facebook group or wherever you may be. Don't do it alone. We got your back, man. Take it easy, and I will speak to you soon.